United 656, runway 2 left, taxi via Whiskey 10, contact tower when ready. Thai 410, pushback approved, tail. Singapore 380 Sierra, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Singapore 380 Sierra.
Singapore Changi ground, check 123, ready for pushback with information Yankee, requesting runway 2 center.
Singapore Changi ground, Scooter 283, request taxi to parking. Singapore Changi ground, Victor Tango Golf Sierra Bravo Super, ready to taxi. Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 07, ready for pushback with information Yankee. Philippines 2122, runway 2 center, taxi via contact tower when ready. Scooter 283, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Thank you, good day, Thai 167 Uniform Alpha Heavy. Taxi to parking, Scooter 283. Singapore Changi ground, Thai 414, ready for pushback with information Yankee. Victor Tango Golf Sierra Bravo Super, please amend flight plan to include ADC preferred standard instrument departure. Singapore Changi ground, Alpha 6 Alpha Delta Foxtrot, ready for pushback. Singapore Changi ground, Scooter 616, ready for pushback with information Yankee, requesting runway 2 center.
Holding position, check 123.
Philippines, Singapore 380 Sierra, please amend flight plan to include ADC preferred standard instrument departure. Thank you, good day, Lufthansa 787 Lima Hotel Heavy. Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 762 Super, ready for pushback with information Yankee. Singapore Changi ground, Indonesia 822, request taxi to B1 at the other terminal. Gulf Air 225, runway 2 left, taxi via Whiskey 10, contact tower when ready. Singapore 762 Super, pushback approved, tail to the north. Taxiing to runway 2 left via Whiskey 10, Gulf Air 225. Indonesia 822, taxi to B1 via Whiskey. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Singapore 762 Super. Taxiing to B1 via Whiskey, Indonesia 822. Singapore Changi ground, Victor Tango Golf Sierra Bravo Super, ready to taxi. Victor Tango Golf Sierra Bravo Super, please follow instructions or you will be reported. Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 072 Kilo Echo Heavy, request taxi to B5 at the other terminals. Singapore 072 Kilo Echo Heavy, taxi to B5 via Singapore Changi ground, Thai 414, ready to taxi with information Yankee. Singapore Changi ground, Fiji 297 Heavy, request taxi to G20 at the other terminals. Taxiing to B5 via Singapore 072 Kilo Echo Heavy. Fiji 297 Heavy, taxi to G20 via. Taxiing to G20 via Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 380 Sierra, ready to taxi with information Yankee. Thai 414, runway 2 left, taxi via Whiskey 1. Singapore 380 Sierra, holding position, Singapore 380 Sierra.
Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 719 Heavy, request taxi to B2 at the other terminals. Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 203, request taxi to E28 at the other terminals.
Gulf Air 225, hold position. Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 380 Super, ready for pushback with information Yankee, requesting runway 2 left. Holding position, Gulf Air 225. Singapore Changi ground, Scooter 616, ready to taxi to runway 2 center with information Yankee. Gulf Air 225, make 180. Thank you, good day, Emirates 353 Heavy. Singapore 203, taxi to E28 via. Making 180, Gulf Air 225. Singapore 719 Heavy, taxi to B2 via Whiskey.
Taxiing to E28 via Singapore 203.
Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra, runway 2 center, taxi via taxiing to runway 2 center via Victor, Victor 10, Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra. American 645 Heavy, hold position. Singapore 380 Super, hold position. Holding position, American 645 Heavy. Singapore 07, hold position. Holding position, Singapore 07. Scooter 616, runway 2 left, taxi via Victor, Whiskey, Whiskey 10, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 2 left via Victor, Whiskey, Whiskey 10, Scooter 616. Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 421 Heavy, request taxi to E22 at the other terminal. Singapore 421 Heavy, taxi to E22 via Victor. Singapore Changi ground, Scooter 616, ready to taxi to runway 2 center with information Yankee. Holding position, Singapore 380 Super. Taxiing to E22 via Victor, Singapore 421 Heavy. Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 762 Super, ready to taxi with information Yankee. Singapore 07, runway 2 left, taxi via Victor, Whiskey, Whiskey 10, contact tower when ready. Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra, ready to taxi to runway 2 left with information Yankee. Check 123, pushback approved, tail to the north, taxiing to runway 2. Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra, please follow instructions. I'm sorry, Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra. Singapore Changi ground, Thai 414, ready for pushback with information Yankee. Singapore 762 Super, runway 2 left, taxi via Whiskey, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 2 left via Whiskey, Singapore 762 Super. Thai 414, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Thai 414. Scooter 616, please follow instructions. Scooter 616, runway 2 left, taxi via Victor 10, Whiskey 10, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 2 left via Victor 10, Whiskey 10, Scooter 616. Scooter 616, runway 2 left, taxi via Victor, Whiskey.
Singapore Changi ground, check 123, ready to taxi to runway 2 center with information Yankee.
Thai 407, give way to aircraft on your right.
Give way to aircraft, Thai 407.
Check 123, runway 2 center, taxi via contact tower when ready. Holding position, American 534.
Taxiing to runway 2 center via, check 123. Singapore Changi ground, Singapore 359 Alpha Heavy, request taxi to E4 at the other terminals.
Singapore Changi ground, American 645 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 2 center with information Yankee. American 645 Heavy, runway 2 center, taxi via Victor, Victor 10, contact tower when ready. Singapore 359 Alpha Heavy, taxi to E4 via. Taxiing to runway 2 center via Victor, Victor 10, American 645 Heavy.
Singapore Changi ground, Air India 1 Alpha Papa, request taxi to A2 at the other terminals. Taxiing to E4 via, Singapore 359 Alpha Heavy.
Singapore Changi ground, American 1041, ready for pushback with information Yankee, requesting runway 2 left. Singapore Changi ground, Dynasty 760 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Yankee, requesting runway 2 left. Check 123, give way to aircraft on your left. Check 123, hold position.
Holding position, check 123.
Singapore 380 Super, pushback approved, tail to the north. American 1041, hold position. Pushback approved, tail to the north. Singapore 380 Super. Holding position, American 1041. Singapore Changi ground, Lion 243 Super, request taxi to parking. Dynasty 760 Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Dynasty 760 Heavy. Check 123, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Lion 243 Super, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Singapore Changi Ground, Qatari 485 Charlie Romeo Super, ready for pushback with information Yankee, requesting runway 2 left. Taxi to parking, Lion 243 Super. Attention all aircraft, please stand by, controller change is in progress. Singapore Changi traffic, Singapore 494, taxiing to runway 2 left.
CB818 Heavy, wind 340 at 4, runway 2 center, cleared for immediate takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 center, Cebu 818 Heavy.
Golf Oscar Papa, frequency change approved, good day. Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 37 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 2 center with information X-ray. Singapore 37 Heavy, adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead. Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead, Singapore 37 Heavy.
Frequency change approved Golf Oscar Papa, good day.
Singapore 37 Heavy, wind 340 at 4, number 2, runway 2 center, cleared to land.
Frequency change approved Qantas 777, good day.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 2 center, Singapore 37 Heavy.
Sierra 2 November, is on final runway 2 center.
November 350 Sierra Bravo Heavy, thank you, good day. November 350 Sierra Bravo Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Sierra 2 November, roger. Sierra 2 November, wind 340 at 4, number 1, runway 2 center, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 2 center, Sierra 2 November.
Qantas 777, thank you, good day. November 350 Sierra Bravo Heavy, thank you, good day.
Frequency change approved Cebu 818 Heavy, good day. Frequency change approved November 350 Sierra Bravo Heavy, good day. Singapore Changi Tower, November 657 Yankee uniform, ready for departure at runway 2 center, departing straight on.
November 657 Yankee uniform, hold short of runway 2 center.
Holding short runway 2 center, November 657 Yankee uniform.
November 657 Yankee uniform, line up and wait runway 2 center. Sierra 2 November, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite.
Line up and wait runway 2 center, November 657 Yankee uniform. Wilco, Sierra 2 November.
November 657 Yankee uniform, wind 340 at 4, runway 2 center, cleared for immediate takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 center, November 657 Yankee uniform.
November 657 Yankee uniform, thank you, good day. Gulf Air 225, line up and wait runway 2 left.
Singapore 962 India November Heavy, request frequency change. Line up and wait runway 2 left, Gulf Air 225.
Singapore 962 India November Heavy, contact Singapore Changi ground on 124.3.
Contacting Singapore Changi ground on 124.3, Singapore 962 India November Heavy.
Air Canada 977, line up and wait runway 2 center. Red Cap 2474, when able turn right and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final.
Line up and wait runway 2 center, Air Canada 977. Wilco, Red Cap 2474.
Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 23, inbound on the ILS runway 2 center with information Yankee. Singapore 37 Heavy, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite.
Singapore Changi Tower, Emirates 996 Kilo Echo is 11 nautical miles to the southwest of 3000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 2 left.
Wilco, Singapore 37 Heavy. Singapore 23, wind 340 at 4, number 1, runway 2 center, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 2 center, Singapore 23. Air Canada 977, wind 340 at 4, runway 2 center, cleared for immediate takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3000 feet.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 center, Air Canada 977. Singapore Changi Tower, Gulf Air 225, ready for departure at runway 2 left, departing west.
Gulf Air 225, wind 340 at 4, runway 2 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 5000 feet. Singapore Changi Tower, Royal Bhutan 13 Alpha, inbound on the ILS runway 2 center. Royal Bhutan 13 Alpha, wind 340 at 4, number 2, runway 2 center, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 2 center, Royal Bhutan 13 Alpha, Air Canada 977, thank you, good day. Air Canada 977, frequency change approved, good day. Gulf Air 225, thank you, good day. Gulf Air 225, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Air Canada 977, good day. Frequency change approved Gulf Air 225, good day.
Ethiopian 633 Victor Alpha, when able turn right and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final.
Wilco, Ethiopian 633 Victor Alpha. Thank you, good day, Ethiopian 633 Victor Alpha.
Singapore 23, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite. Wilco, Singapore 23. CG 375 Heavy, stand by.
Stand by, Fiji 375 Heavy.
Singapore Changi Tower, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final. CG 375 Heavy, line up and wait runway 2 left. Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 023 Bravo, inbound on the ILS runway 2 left. Singapore 023 Bravo, wind 340 at 4, number 2, runway 2 left, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 2 left, Singapore 023 Bravo. Scooter 07, wind 340 at 4, number 2, runway 2 center, cleared to land.
Line up and wait runway 2 left, Fiji 375 Heavy.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 2 center, Scooter 07. Delta 8766 Heavy, line up and wait runway 2. Thank you, good day. Singapore 366, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Singapore 366, good day.
Singapore Changi Tower, when able turn right and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final. Indonesia 172, wind 330 at 4, runway 2 center, cleared for immediate takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 3000 feet.
Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 940 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 2 left.
Thai 920 Whiskey Yankee Heavy, wind 330 at 4, number 1, runway 2 center, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 2 center, Thai 920 Whiskey Yankee Heavy.
Thai 920 Whiskey Yankee Heavy, maintain slowest practical speed. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 2 center, Indonesia 172.
Maintain slowest practical speed. Thai 920 Whiskey Yankee Heavy.
Singapore 940 Heavy, wind 330 at 4, number 1, runway 2 left, cleared to land. Scooter 616, wind 330 at 4, runway 2 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 5,000 feet.
Singapore Changi Tower, Lion Inter 185 Lima Golf, inbound on the ILS runway 2 center.
Lion Inter 185 Lima Golf, wind 330 at 4, number 2, runway 2 center, cleared to land.
Number 2, clear to land, runway 2 center, Lion Inter 185 Lima Golf. Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead, Lion Inter 185 Lima Golf. Number 3, clear to land, runway 2 center, Singapore 23 Tango Sierra Super.
Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 729 November Heavy, ready for departure at runway 2 left, departing straight out.
Philippines 2122, hold short of runway 2 center, attention all aircraft. Please only request for takeoff when first in line. Indonesia 172, thank you, good day. Frequency change approved Indonesia 172, good day. Scooter 616, thank you, good day.
Frequency change approved Scooter 616, good day.
Singapore 23 Tango Sierra Super, adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead.
Singapore Changi Tower, Qatari 485 Charlie Romeo Super, ready for departure at runway 2 left, departing straight on. Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead, Singapore 23 Tango Sierra Super.
Qatari 485 Charlie Romeo Super, line up and wait runway 2 left.
Line up and wait runway 2 left, Qatari 485 Charlie Romeo Super.
Thai 920 Whiskey Yankee Heavy, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite.
Wilco, Thai 920 Whiskey Yankee Heavy.
Singapore 940 Heavy, when able turn right and contact ground. Please expedite.
Wilco, Singapore 940 Heavy.
Qatari 485 Charlie Romeo Super, wind 330 at 4, runway 2 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 5,000 feet. Singapore 940 Heavy, contact Singapore Changi ground on 124.3.
Contact Singapore Changi ground on 124.3, Singapore 940 Heavy.
Singapore 531 Heavy, wind 330 at 4, number 1, runway 2 left, cleared to land. Singapore 531 Heavy, maintain slowest practical speed.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 left, Qatari 485 Charlie Romeo Super. Maintain slowest practical speed, Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra, ready for departure at runway 2.
Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra, hold short of runway 2 center.
Holding short runway 2 center, Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra.
Singapore 380 Super, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Singapore Changi Tower on 118.6. Qatari 485 Charlie Romeo Super, thank you, good day. Qatari 485 Charlie Romeo Super, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Qatari 485 Charlie Romeo Super, good day.
Philippines 2122, line up and wait runway 2 center.
Lion Inter 185 Lima Golf, request frequency change. Line up and wait runway 2 center, Philippines 2122.
Lion Inter 185 Lima Golf, contact Singapore Changi ground on 124.3.
Contacting Singapore Changi ground on 124.3, Lion Inter 185 Lima Golf.
Singapore 380 Super, line up and wait runway 2 left.
Line up and wait runway 2 left, Singapore 380 Super.
Singapore 23 Tango Sierra Super, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite. Singapore 531 Heavy, when able turn right and contact ground. Please expedite.
Wilco, Singapore 531 Heavy. Singapore Changi Tower, Alpha India Romeo Bravo India Romeo Delta 1, inbound on the ILS runway 2 center. Wilco, Singapore 23 Tango Sierra Super.
Philippines 2122, wind 330 at 4, runway 2 center, cleared for takeoff, make right traffic. Alpha India Romeo Bravo India Romeo Delta 1, wind 330 at 4, number 1, runway 2 center, cleared to land.
Number 1, clear to land, runway 2 center, Alpha India Romeo Bravo India Romeo Delta 1.
Singapore 531 Heavy, contact Singapore Changi ground on 124.3.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 center, Philippines 2122.
Singapore 380 Super, wind 330 at 4, runway 2 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 5,000 feet.
Contacting Singapore Changi ground on 124.3, Singapore 531 Heavy.
Singapore Changi Tower, Scooter 07, inbound on the ILS runway 2 center.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 left, Singapore 380 Super.
Scooter 07, wind 330 at 4, number 2, runway 2 center, cleared to land. Philippines 2122, thank you, good day. Philippines 2122, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Philippines 2122, good day.
Thank you, good day, Scooter 07.
Singapore Changi Tower, Thai 999 Tango Sierra Super, inbound on the ILS runway 2 left. Singapore Changi Tower, Emirates 177 Heavy, inbound on the visual runway 2 left.
Singapore 729 November Heavy, wind 330 at 4, runway 2 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Fly runway heading until at or above 5,000 feet.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 left, Singapore 729 November Heavy.
Emirates 177 Heavy, wind 330 at 4, number 1, runway 2 left, cleared to land.
Number 1, clear to land, runway 2 left, Emirates 177 Heavy.
Emirates 177 Heavy, enter straight in runway 2 left. Thai 999 Tango Sierra Super, wind 330 at 4, number 2, runway 2 left, cleared to land.
Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 305 Heavy, ready for departure in sequence at runway 2 left, departing west.
Singapore 380 Super, thank you, good day. Singapore 380 Super, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Singapore 380 Super, good day.
Airlines 740 Heavy, thank you, good day.
Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 1996 Charlie Heavy, ready for departure at runway 2 left, remaining in the pattern.
Singapore 729 November Heavy, thank you, good day.
Frequency change approved Singapore 729 November Heavy, good day.
Contacting Singapore Changi ground on 124.3, Alpha India Romeo Bravo India Romeo Delta 1.
Singapore 1996 Charlie Heavy, tower is not accepting pattern work at this time. Emirates 177 Heavy, when able turn right and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final.
Wilco, Emirates 177 Heavy. Emirates 177 Heavy, request frequency change.
Scooter 07, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final. Wilco, Scooter 07. Emirates 177 Heavy, contact Singapore Changi ground on 124.3. Singapore Changi Tower, Thai 410 Bravo Delta, inbound on the ILS runway 2 center with information Yankee. Scooter 07, contact Singapore Changi ground on 124.3. Thai 410 Bravo Delta, wind 330 at 4, number 2, runway 2 center, cleared to land. Contacting Singapore Changi ground on 124.3, Scooter 07.
Contacting Singapore.
Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra,
Line up and wait runway 2 center, Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra.
Singapore Changi Tower, check 123, ready for departure in sequence at runway 2 center, remaining in the pattern. Check 123, hold short of runway 2 center. Holding short runway 2 center, check 123. Airlines 740 heavy, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite. Wilco, Airlines 740 heavy. Thai 999 Tango Sierra Super, when able turn right and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final.
Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 1996 Charlie Heavy, ready for departure at runway 2 left.
Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 center, Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra.
Singapore 1996 Charlie Heavy, avoid sending duplicate messages. Singapore 1996 Charlie Heavy, hold short of runway 2 left. Thank you, good day, Airlines 740 Heavy.
Holding short runway 2 left, Singapore 1996 Charlie Heavy.
Airlines 740 Heavy, contact Singapore Changi ground on 124.3. Singapore 1996 Charlie Heavy, please check the user guide from the home screen for help using ATC instructions. Thai 999 Tango Sierra Super, contact Singapore Changi ground on 124.3.
Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 020 Sierra Kilo Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 2 left.
Singapore 020 Sierra Kilo Heavy, wind 330 at 4, number 2, runway 2 left, cleared to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 2 left, Singapore.
Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, Singapore 380 Sierra Sierra, good day.
Singapore Changi Tower, Etihad 099 Victor Alpha Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 2 center. Etihad 099 Victor Alpha Heavy, wind 330 at 4, number 1, runway 2 center, cleared to land.
Line up and wait runway 2 left, Singapore 1996 Charlie Heavy.
Singapore Changi Tower, Singapore 1772, ready for departure in sequence at runway 2 center, remaining in the pattern.
Singapore 020 Sierra Kilo Heavy, is on final runway 2 left.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 2 center, Etihad 099 Victor Alpha Heavy. Singapore 020 Sierra Kilo Heavy, roger. Singapore 020 Sierra Kilo Heavy, roger. Singapore 020 Sierra Kilo Heavy, wind 330 at 4, number 1, runway 2 left, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 2 left, Singapore 020 Sierra Kilo Heavy.
Singapore 1996 Charlie Heavy, hold short of runway 2 left. Singapore 37 Quebec, when able turn right and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final.
Holding short runway 2 left, Singapore 1996 Charlie Heavy.
Wilco, Singapore 37 Quebec. Singapore 1772, hold short of runway 2 center. Singapore 37 Quebec, contacting Singapore Changi ground on 124.3, Singapore 37 Quebec. Thai 410 Bravo Delta, when able turn left and... Wilco, Thai 410 Bravo Delta. Thank you, Thai 410 Bravo Delta. Singapore 1 Heavy, wind 330 at 4, number 2, run...
Number 2,